Well, let's go over these Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. And as we take a look at the Clippers, Clark, what will be the key facing off against the Hornets?
Well, the one thing that's important, Kevin, when you're playing this team is to match their efficiency. They put in work over the last 15 games, and their ability to minimize turnovers has been excellent, absolutely phenomenal. They don't make many mistakes, so if you're going to win, you can't make too many either.
Clark, what about New Orleans? What's the key for them?
Well, Kev, Eric Gordon is a guy they've got to keep an eye on. He's a sniper from outside, so you better crowd him. Get into him, or he'll pick you apart from deep.
It ought to be a compelling game to watch. Thanks, Clark.
It's great to see two players so in sync with one another. That's a perfect pass for a perfect finish.
And here is West. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Grant is called for the charge. And that's his first foul of the game. And it's the Clippers' ball. 4-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
One of the big things they did, shot blocking. Big-time shot blocking. You don't see this kind of impact very often. There were some exciting plays going on in the shot blocking arena.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Tapezia gets in close. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for two. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
And he splits the free throws. Shot's good from West. On defense, the Hornets. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
They definitely are moving on, trying to put the weak performance behind them, and that's what you got to do. They were outmatched in a lot of ways. They didn't play well either.
Stolen by the Hornets.
The closer in you get, the more they'll reach in for the pilfer. You got to protect the rock.
Here's Grant. Drains it from short range.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And so here are the Clippers. Here's Marbury. Foul. Hall. Take a trip to the line. It's going to be on David West.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
Camby is in at power forward. He's off on the second. Marbury. To Griffin from inside. And here are the Hornets now, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Kevin, they came really weak. They didn't get settled down really all game long. Well, it's been a good shooting start to the game. Shooting 75% from the field on their first 4 shots.
On defense, the Hornets. Griffin backs in. In low to Campbell. Buries it from 14 feet.
His height is really an advantage on that medium-range jumper. He can just rise up and pop it right over the defenders and get a good shot every time.
And here are the Hornets now. The dump off to Stojakovic with the shot. Converts the difficult shot. There's so many beautiful jump shots in the NBA. I mean,
yeah, there's a ton of them.
We've done Michael Red games. Peja Stojakovic's jump shot is as pretty as they get.
Yeah, it is. It's a high release point, and the rotation is perfect. And he can get it off over good defenders. And that's what separates. That's what to me separates good shooters from great shooters. When you can make the tough ones when challenged. And Peja is about 6'9", too. That's what a lot of people don't realize. He's fluid, and he's long, and he's got a beautiful stroke.
Best pure shooter in the NBA, and you can probably count him on one of pure shooters in there.
I put him in my short list.
Yeah,
I would definitely put him in my short list.
You're almost splitting hairs when you start talking about stuff
Yeah,
like
you
that,
are.
don't you?
Because the guys
tough.
are so good in this league. When you talk about best position or best shooter or best this, best that, the lines of demarcation are very, very thin when you're talking about the best players in the world.
You get my vote for best commentator.
That's also subjective as well. That's also subjective, but I appreciate it, partner. I appreciate it. I appreciate the comment.
Al Paul following the basket by Blake Griffin. Grant gently drops it in.
He came up big there against the much bigger opponent. Sweet play down low.
Tipped. The Clippers will hold on to it. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. Look at New Orleans, the most efficient team in the NBA in terms of scoring.
With all of the great shooters they have, it's almost easy to think that they would shoot a high percentage. But there's some other factors at play here. They're unselfish, they set good screens, they move well without the ball, and they're disciplined in that they don't take just any shot. They want the best shot available, and that's usually what they get.
And here are the Hornets now, following the miss by Griffin. Let's go with the three, and it's ball missing. The Clippers trail. Here's Camby, nails the easy jumper.
That's exactly what coaches love to see on offense, high percentage shots.
Here's Grant, the Hornets with the slight lead.
Well, Kevin, what can you say? They played terrific offensively. Still, their defense has been less than stellar. If they can tighten things up a bit at that end, they'd really be in business.
We've reached the end of the first, and it's a barn burner. Still close, though, 13-11. And here we go, ready for some more good action in this second quarter. Al Paul. He just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia.
Substitutions on the court.
And here are the Hornets now. To Jordan, in close, graceful finish. Nice bucket by the two-year man out of Texas A&M. Grant, laid in softly off the glass. He's got 6.
Way to work it inside to get the high percentage look. Nice job there.
Here's Griffin, inside, finishes with the soft touch.
Just put the ball in his hands, Kevin, and watch him go to work. He's going to make something good happen.
Asia, the 3. The shot is off. Now the Clippers take it the other way.
Well, Kevin, they need to crash the boards effectively here.
To Jordan, defended by Paul. The steal by the Hornets. Here's Grant, drops it in from 12 feet.
They run very few plays for him on offense, but he got it done right there.
And the Clippers call time here. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. Take a look at the Hornets. Their season filled with ups and downs, 10th right now in the conference. And of course, there's the Clippers, just a couple of spots back.
You know, they've not had any trouble with this team so far. They're undefeated against them in their prior meetings, so you would think that they've got tremendous confidence when they face them.
And the Clippers have possession. They trail by 9 points. Gordon gets it to rattle in.
That's exactly what a coach wants him to get his shot, Kevin, right there from mid-range.
Here's Grant, hits the quick shot. 10 points for him.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
To Marbury. Now Gordon, defended by Paul. Shoots it.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
And coming up this Friday, we'll see Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. They're going to play host to the visiting Oklahoma City Thunder. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
Clippers on D. Here's Okafor. And Davis pulls it down. Got a piece of it. Stolen away by Grant.
Boy, the turnovers are piling up pretty quickly here. We've seen them doing quite a bit of sloppy ball handling.
That's their third turnover in this quarter. Now Gordon. His last outing, 16 points for him. These turnovers can pile up, like you were saying, Clark, and when you cough up the rock, you're forfeiting possessions.
Empty trips, we call them, Kevin, and that's exactly what they've been doing right now. You've got to be aware of where the defense is, and you also have to be ready to be patient and make good decisions with the basketball.
And so here are the Clippers. The Hornets making the shot. Barber leads him with the pass. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. New Orleans in the lead.
Here, they'll want to hold for one shot.
Here's Grant. Nails it from close range. He's got 14.
He's owned this quarter. Everything's going his way at the offensive end.
Here's Gordon from short range. Lays it right in.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him. The Hornets have been red hot offensively.
Yep, we'll see if they can hold this lead. And that concludes the first half. The score, 34-25. Well, it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. Well, let's check out the story of the stats. The Hornets have been blocking shots left and right, and it's helped give them a lead.
Yeah, you said it, Kevin. That's right. They've been playing with a lot of intensity on the defensive end of the floor.
Grant has started off well.
To say the least, Kevin, he's been lighting up that scoreboard, and he's our top scorer.
Hi, fans, and welcome. They're ready to start the second half of this game, so let's get on with the action. Down low to the high post. Paul off the mark with the three ball. The Clippers trail. Turnover by the Clippers. Around the league, here we go. A recap from yesterday. Out at the AT&T Center, the Spurs take charge. The Lakers falling short there. The Pistons pick up a road win, so the Wizards drop that game. Houston with the road win. No luck for the Bobcats in Charlotte, starting off their three-game road trip on the right foot. And
Foul on that guy, Okafor. That's his first personal foul, first team foul. Thornton, shooting one.
no good, and they don't get the three-point play. And here are the Hornets now. They've led by as many as 11 points. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Gordon with the rejection, and it's still a 7-point game. To Marbury. Here's Jordan. Kept alive. Tipped. And he gathers the loose ball. Great play by Okafor. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They lead by 7. Armstrong drops it in on the layup.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And it's going to be a good weekend starting Saturday. It's going to be the San Antonio Spurs on the road. They head into FedEx Forum to take on the Grizzlies. It all gets underway at 7 o'clock Eastern.
They're a lot of fun to watch right now.
You're right. And the Clippers have possession. They trail by 9 points. It's stolen by the Hornets. Here's the break. And here is West. Shoots. Here's Grant, scooped up. Paul. The handoff to Grant. Low block. Here's Armstrong. Offline, and they are ice cold. Now Gordon, defended by Paul. Knocked loose. Stolen by Grant.
He got too casual with the ball there, and it led to a steal.
Here's Paul. Buries the baseline J.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
The inside runner banks it home.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Some changes for the Hornets. And it's the Hornets with the ball. 9-point game.
Substitution on the court.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Can be the screen. Thornton can't nail the step back J.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
Here's West, misses the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third, and it's a double-digit game. The score, 46-34. Grant came to play. 14 points and 3 steals.
Yeah, not flashy numbers, but his presence has definitely been felt out there. It's the little things, Kevin. He's getting them done.
The fourth quarter about to get started here in what's been an entertaining game. Welcome to the fourth quarter. The wide margin on the scoreboard tells it all. This one is probably over, but you never know. Anything can happen. Now Gordon. He's got 11. Here's Gordon. Barber leads the game in assists.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Running out of time. High post. To Okafor. West from about 16. Kept alive. Okafor. The shot no good. And the Clippers the other way now.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
And the basket by Gordon.
Nice screen to set up the J. Excellent offensive execution right there.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. They're leading by 8. Now Paul. Grant backs down to Okafor. 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the post. Griffin corrals it, but that's only his second rebound so far. Defended by Paul. He's locked in. No good. And New Orleans will take it the other way.
They're showing a slight advantage on the boards in this one to this point, Kevin.
Left block. And here is West. He's guarded by Thornton. From close range, shot's good from West. Now Gordon. He's got 15. And that slight advantage on the glass has helped them with the lead here.
Yeah, I expect that the team that grabs more rebounds, it's always one of the barometers in winning. Who controls the rebounding story? And if you out-rebound your opponent, typically you're going to have a chance to win.
6 seconds to shoot. Jordan was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And it's the Hornets with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Here's Grant. Tries to lay it in, but it doesn't go.
Looked like he had the angle. That's a bad miss that close to the goal.
Jordan, defended by Paul. Here's Marbury, sinks it.
Passes like that are fun to watch. Beautiful feed inside for the score. He placed it perfectly, Kevin.
West, the jump hook, banks it home.
Those are the shot opportunities you want, right in the lane.
The Clippers call time. They're down by 10. 1:55 left to the fourth. Cheryl, moments ago you had a chance to speak with Byron Scott. What did he have to tell you?
Hey guys, he told them it's time to turn it up a notch. He said there's plenty of time to rest later. Right now, I want you to go all out. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Cheryl. Al Thornton, right now averaging 11 points a game. Griffin, defended by West, kisses it off the glass and in.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
To the corner. The dump off to Okafor. To Peja. 6 seconds to shoot. Leads him in. Okafor lays it in. Sweet dime to lead him to the rack. Al Thornton. Here's Marbury. The shot misses. And New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Okafor. Hits. Nice pass, leading into the bucket. They take a 12-point lead.
He's really flipped the script with his performance here in the second half.
And so here are the Clippers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
The little man made the big rebound. What a play.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. A 12-point game. West from the paint, kept alive. Here's Grant. Yes, and the foul. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon. That's his second.
He can't complete the three-point play. 28 seconds left in the game.
Kevin, they're too far behind. This one looks like it may be out of reach.
On defense, the Hornets. They lead by 14. Here's Marbury. Misses it again.
Shocking how wide open he was. Even more shocking that he couldn't sink it.
Here comes Chris Paul. It's a 14-point game.
Right on the verge of victory now. They don't need much more than to just take care of the basketball.
It's in. The Hornets walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Clippers 58-44. Grant is the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
Yeah, Kevin, he was really stroking it. He shot the lights out, and there was just no one out on the floor who could stop him.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.
Check it out. Your play had me on the edge of my seat all game long. Of the shots you took, I would say the vast majority of them were good shots. As a teammate, your job is to do everything you can do to put your team in a position to win. You definitely did that on the offensive end of the court. Moving on, you were solid on the boards out there. A lot of people think rebounding is just a matter of lucky bounces coming your way. But man, it's so much more. Let's see if you can repeat that performance next game.